Hey, welcome to ZSR, welcome to a new week, and welcome to an old tournament, which is the ALttPR Crossworld Keysanity tournament. We have round 1 today, one of the few final matches with Guaylabel going up against prieR57. We're pretty much ready, so let's dive right into it, because we don't need to wait any longer. And let's say hi to one of the commentators today, which is Hamster. I'm joining him until the second commentator is coming, which is supposed to be Jinxie Girl. I hope he's joining soon-ish. Until then, hey Heim, what up?
Heyo. Not much. Just looking forward to some more cross keys.
Yay.
Looks like the race is about to start.
Yes.
Very nice.
And here we go.
And off they go. By the way, which audio are we using? Waze or prieR?
I'm using Grace.
prieR. Okay. And the sword in Link's houses right away is really nice. Finding an early weapon is always good. prieR on his way to Hyrule Castle, one of the sort of standalone spots that people like to get out of the way first, which just has a dark cave.
Yep.
And Guay, on the other hand, makes his way to the arrow bush near the Sacred Grove, whatever it's called, to farm some bombs.
Nice Red Rupee P3 pull here. That's a
that's a good one.
Alright, what do we have here?
Oh, thanks, Pot.
Alright.
That's useless. And he doesn't even have bombs, so he'll have to come back for the drop down later. Which is really annoying. And we immediately find the bomb shop over south of Kakariko. And prieR seems to be... I don't know if it's prieR or prieR.
prieR.
prieR? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. prieR following him to Kakariko. Obviously one of the most dense spots you can ever hope for. And we find Paradox Cave, 7 items right away. Plus 2 exits.
This
is
really
beautiful.
Nice. Yeah. We got bombs and a bit of money for the pocket.
Let's see what's upstairs. And with the sword, even the Moldoms aren't annoying. Killing them with 3 hearts and bombs can be a bit annoying and risky, but this is very nice.
Nice bomb throw.
Good bomb. Another $50, another few bombs. Will we get anything substantial? Bombs? Oh, I guess a boomerang? Yay.
Not sure if I've ever seen a worse
that's really bad for 7 items. And Guaylabel doing a quick bomb jump to check the other top exits, since after dropping down to get the items you usually are supposed to just enter out of the bottom.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can sequence break around that. Which leads to Hylia Island. Well, I assume he'll just go back.
Okay then.
This exit is pretty much useless for him right now. Unless we have to do some Titans mid-snow flipper shenanigans for the entrance later or something, but seems unlikely. Sadly, it takes it off on the minimal arms.
Yeah, got completely wrecked there.
Yep. Early on, minimal arms are kinda scary, since they move so erratically and just do a full heart of damage. Small key to Swamp Palace just sitting in Sank. Okay. I'll take that.
What did the priest do with that small key? That's kinda confusing.
I think prieR hasn't picked it up yet. I think he just entered Sank and then just left.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask it earlier. When he saw the Sank entrance, he just turned around.
Yeah, he's probably gonna save and quit sometime now that he has bombs. And when he save and quits, he's closer to it.
And Guaylabel actually decides to go for the dark room, which seems to be the cave.
It's Old Man Ascent.
Yeah, that's definitely
Interesting.
everybody knows
That
that
leads
pattern.
him. Yeah. That leads him to West Death Mountain. And obviously gives him the other saving quit point. And we see another sword. Okay.
Nice. Up on Spectacle Rock, we have our Master Sword.
Yeah, sadly need the mirror for that one.
And the old man has a compass.
Compass. Yeah, there's prieR checking it.
These down it is. Alright.
And there's the Death Mountain Descent Cave. Okay. I guess that works.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah. Of the cabbages and dead rocks, Death Mountain is always so scary early on.
I mean, now that he saved the old man and can just come back here, it's not that bad, but...
Not necessarily. Old Man might be God knows where.
Oh yeah, true.
I think he just walked past an exit. Okay, he realized. He's going back for it.
Ooh, chicken hut.
Chicken house. I didn't catch what was in the back of Escape. It just caught a lifestyle, which was just a few rupees, so didn't look too great.
I haven't seen either. That's a Smokey 2 GT. Hey.
A few of those are always nice, just for completing the basement and the top if needed. Let's see if the cabbages are kind or they make it. Looks good. Two more chests. I think that's Pyramid Ferry.
Yeah.
And up top we go, which should be 2 more entrances in the Light World and 2 more entrances in the Dark World if he chooses to check the Dark World entrances.
That's where you came from.
Yep.
Alright.
Drop down at the Smiths is Uncle. Always good. Another Dark Cave? Jesus.
No, that wasn't the Dark Cave. That was that was the pub in Kakariko.
Ah, okay. Just sort of fading animation. Just a few bombs from Uncle.
At the front, sadly, so not really useful. Ah.
Well, so far nothing great, I gotta say. And he opts against the the bunny checks, but immediately wants to see where his old man leads to. And it brings us to Turtle Rock. Interesting.
Okay then.
Interesting.
Few more checks to do here.
With a friendly hint guy.
Ooh, ignore it.
Feels bad, man.
To be fair, we're bunny right now, so...
And laser bridge.
That's nice. That's our TR boss access. Really nice.
Yep.
And really convenient to get there.
Front right next to it. Okay, I guess. I think I saw Bumper Bumper Cave in Kakariko there.
And Ryan taking the intro to write down the locations here.
Yep.
Enjoy the lovely intro music, folks.
Rui, just 20 bucks. Not that great. But there's much more left in CAC. Wait, now also going for the back of Sank. Or the drop down. Grabbing those 3 quick chests. And we find Hookshot Cave in the front of Tavern. Probably not gonna follow that yet, but always good to know.
Oh, some money, some more money.
Oh, that's what it had.
Okay.
Now we know where prieR got all his money from.
We found the secret treasure of Hyrule.
Yup.
Princess Zelda is now broke.
One problem with like having Zank in Hyrule Castle and an old man that's just pretty much unusable right now is you're gonna have to walk to Keg probably a few times, which is just annoying.
Yeah. Hey.
And the right side of Turtle Rock in Light World Hype Cave. That's 3 Turtle Rock exits already.
The
You've
side out.
dropped down.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna drop in. No real reason to check it.
We check the well here. And the well... Okay, it's just the other side of the seaside out.
Yeah, those two are always connected.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why we sometimes just, or most of the time, look in the door first if we can. To see, at least if we haven't found Ganon, because if you drop into Ganon, you're just gonna have to save and quit.
Ah, yeah, fair.
Most of the time. Mini Moldome as well. While Guay is exploring desert. I think he found that over on the Hylia Storyteller.
5 more items to check here. What we got? We got a bottle. We got more cash. A blue tunic. A compass to Skullwoods. And the moon
And our
pool.
pearl. Woo! Meanwhile, we get a hint in desert for the back of Skullwoods being useless, which is always a good side.
Yeah. Just a really tedious and long check.
Yeah. Left side of desert leads us out of, how's it called, Sahasrah's house. The rest of Keg looking pretty empty otherwise. So far the Moon Pearl definitely the best find in here.
Yeah, pretty much the only one too, besides
Yeah.
the sword.
Guay making his way over to Eastern, somewhat remote check. It's Spectacle Rock, even the one where you can get the item. Okay. I'm interested to see if he will follow, like drop down and see where the connector leads, or if he wants to go over to Flute 5 spot instead, since he's otherwise kind of orphans that one.
Monkey to Castle Tower can be found in Skullwoods. Alright.
Interesting.
And Gray setting up this really difficult and finicky bomb jump.
Yeah.
And nails it.
We find the well in the Lost Woods. Woo.
You seem to be a little bit ahead of me. Give me a second.
Lands in the Dark World pod area with his bomb jump. I missed what was in the well now. Looks like we found the hookshot. At least it's marked on prieR's tracker.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. That was my bad.
That is really big. One of the best early game items, just because it stuns enemies, it's a sort of movement option.
Right.
Big key to Hera as well, okay. We find a big key on a pyramid ledge, which is Turtle Rock big key. Given that we found like 3 entrances to Turtle Rock, that's kind of interesting.
Yep.
Because that puts the Crystal Roller Room into logic. Change Room obviously is in logic.
And apparently in Well we found the hookshot and the big key to Tower of Hera, which is really
That's nice.
Really big. Yeah. Nice well. Finally picking up some items. Ganon drop in Aga 1.
That makes that Castle Tower key in Skullwoods much more relevant. See, the Hylia Island is just garbage. And we've got a connector near Hylia. Guay opting to follow it immediately. Considering it's near Link's house, understandable. Just wants information. And it leads him to a laser bridge ledge, which might become relevant.
Not right now,
And
however. No chance. But we checked every other drop. So it's the last that we can check. Or that can be Gen's tower.
Compass to Swamp Palace. The book. A bit of money. And a bit more money. Not the greatest hookshot cave, but an early book is kind of alright. Since you just don't have to orphan tablets, or can do a pedestal check. So that's kind of alright. We found Spectacle Rock exit from it. Way finding himself in the Dark World again, I think, by following the the Fairy Ascent Cave. Meanwhile, almost over in East Death Mountain in the Ice Rod Cave. One more exit left for prieR here, and he can easily just hookshot over. Oh, I'm not sure. Did he do West Death Mountain? No. Guay did, right?
Yeah.
So this will be clean up for him. Sadly, there wasn't much over here, but...
And we welcome
old
Jinxie
man.
Girl. There was a little bit of miscommunication. So, hi there. And I can mute myself, because I know not nearly enough to commentate alongside Ham. So, yeah.
Ew.
Hello, sorry I'm late, got my times mixed up. I am here.
All good, all good. Looks like prieR isn't following that Death Mountain descent cave either. Might be doing it at the end. But yeah, he's gonna wanna clean out West Death Mountain first. Obviously.
Yeah, looks like prieR has some really nice starting items 17 minutes in.
Yup. He found his Moon Pearl in Minimoldum Cave, which is over in Kakariko. So Guay should find that shortly. And then found his hookshot over in the well, which is in Lost Woods. So pretty much everything early reachable.
Yeah, one thing I find that helps Crossworld Keys a lot is finding a stun item super early if you can't have a sword.
Yeah.
So he's definitely stacked so far for the early game at least.
Yep. We've also, as you just might have seen, seen a second sword. Just can't quite reach it, sadly.
Yeah, that's always a feels bad man moment when you know where it is, but you just can't get it.
Yep. Okay, some more dark caves. I'm not sure which one Guay was in over on East Death Mountain, but prieR is in the back of Old Man Cave, so he's gonna get his save and quit point.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to get that extra save and quit point, you know, if you can access it early, even if it's not in logic with the lamp, that kind of really doesn't matter too much.
Yep. And Guay now opting to take the back of Old Man Cave. I don't think we've seen that one yet. One of the easiest dark rooms you can ever do. Just hold down right or up left, depending on which way you're coming from. And it leads us into the Dark World as well. He's found so many different ways into the Dark World, he just hasn't found the Moon Pearl yet.
Yeah, and it always comes down to, you know, sometimes logically you have to bunny walk to get to another place where you can get a connector to get the Moon Pearl. So whether or not you take that gamble to actually progress as a bunny can be a really big time waste, especially if, you know, the Moon Pearl isn't there.
Yeah, if it's just sitting in Kakalak in the seat.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Looks like
I
he's
think he
finally
was-
heading back there.
Yeah, I think he was just hoping to find a connector over to Kak, since Sanctuary is in Hyrule Castle, so it's really annoying to walk to Kak all the time. So he was probably just hoping to find something that leads him over there, but now he's like taking a bite and just walking over here and finally clears out Kak, which should give him his progression. Meanwhile, prieR finding Tower of Hera in Dark Death Mountain. He has the big key, he has a sword, so he can technically beat it. Finds another cheeky small. I think that's the second one.
Yeah, I like to try and get Hera out of the way if I can. Sometimes the fight's a little monotonous when you have to do Fighter Sword Moldorm, but just knowing it's done is kind of, okay, good. So at least we have a crystal down, you know, it's
Yep.
kind of a gamble.
Agreed. And I'm pretty sure prieR has the execution to deal with Mini Moldom easily. He's a very veteran Link to the Past player.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bueno checking out the uncle, or rather grabbing his last loot while he dies. 50 bucks in Hera? An arrow can be found with the Elder, was that right? That's a
I believe that's what it said.
very useful hint. Thanks, game. Quick little bomb jump for 20 more. There's really nothing in Hera so far. Maybe Moldom is something for us? Is that the Sahasrara hint, or is that just that something in his closet is the arrow? Because I don't remember what was in there. I thought the Sahasrara hint was Sahasrara leads to XXX. Then again, I am not as familiar with the hints.
Yeah, I'm still not quite well versed in the Crossworld hints. Some of them can be a little confusing,
Yeah,
but they always help. So, I mean, at least we know some Elder is useless for us. And it appears that Agina had a map, so it wasn't referencing him.
yeah. It might just be the green pendant hint, so yeah.
Although early maps are definitely a big help, so you can kind of know where you're routing early on. So I'm definitely not upset when I get maps kind of early on in the game.
Yeah, agreed. It can be real annoying when you're like 1.5 hours in, have like almost all the items, and are trying to figure out like which keys do I actually need for this to finish. And there he goes down. Is it gonna be a crystal or and he has
Fire
a
Rod!
okay, and a crystal.
Fire Rod and a crystal. Very nice gift.
Now that's something you like to see early. Meanwhile, Guay is still cleaning out Kakariko. Should be getting his pearl soon. Swamp Palace also on Dark West Death Mountain. 2 dungeons over there. Not bad. Let's see where prieR opts to go now. Probably looks like Hylia and Eastern area, if I had to guess.
Oh, and another connector.
Yep. think that's the one that that Guay already followed, which led him to Dark Lumberjack Hut. So would be kind of interesting for prieR, considering he has the Pearl already. At the same time, he might just want to clear out Light World first before he follows a bunch of connectors. But apparently he follows the other connector. Because this one is much quicker. Sadly, that one doesn't lead anywhere.
Not without the mirror.
Yep.
And it's always a gamble taking connectors early on because you don't know if it's gonna, spit you out somewhere you can't get back to. That's kind of a frustrating thing when you're kind of in a really good loop and then you come out at hammer pegs with no hammer and no mitt. You just gotta save and quit, start all over.
Yep. And there's very many ways in which you can get locked out, so... Like, either boots locked, glove locked, hammer locked, all kinds of different ways to get spitted, setted.
Well, choosing not to get that hint there.
You find the smiths north of Kakariko. I missed those earlier. Always good if they are kinda close to Kakariko, so you don't have to walk ages with the smith.
Yeah, my favorite is when it's down in the desert area right next to where you would return the purple chest, so you're kind of making just an awful round-robin trip.
Yep.
Oh, and Kakariko Well being so accessible, that's always one that you hate to see behind Lumberjack.
Yeah. This one paying out nicely. We'll be seeing our hookshot and the Harabiki, which, as we now know, is very much required.
I find desert is very useful for connectors in almost every seed that I run, so when I find this early, I get pretty excited, so they seem to kind of spread themselves out throughout the world.
Yeah, it's always a bit of an annoying walkthrough, so, like it's kind of a long connector, but it's often required to go through here, so might as well bite the bullet.
Yeah, it's even worse when you come out in Dark World and have to go back in and take a death so that you could check the other connectors or just get out of bunny link state.
Yep. Light World bumper ledge for the front entrance. Not too useful. I guess this takes prieR over to the last two drop-downs. Way might be walking to those as well, since neither of them has done the, like, I don't want to say default, but popular opening of fake flippering and hula handing. Sadly, just a useless fairy in Sanctuary. So I think we're missing 2 more one-item caves, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yep, there's one of them, the bed. So the last one, the Lumberjacks, is behind Aga 2. We've seen all other ones.
That's a tough one too, because there's no cheat to kind of see what it is, if it's going to be worth it to clear Ganon's tower, especially for one item. That's definitely going to be, a big decision if they're just hunting one item.
Yeah, if the well is behind it, you're like almost certainly gonna climb at some point if you find bow and GTBK and whatnot, but
And a
this you
connector in
never
the
know.
Witch's Hut.
It's us to Dark Side bumper. Okay.
Ooh, very nice connector.
Yep. I think prieR might be exploring a bit more here, since he can't really go over to Zora. Yeah, he's gonna take it. See where all of this leads him. And that's the Castle Tower key. We've got a hint earlier that another Castle Tower key is in Skull Woods, so that's both Castle Tower keys accounted for. And considering Ganon is behind Lumberjacks, we need those. So that's really good to find. Let's see where they both go now. Pretty much with the same equipment. Of course, prieR has the Fire Rod. But since both of them got the hint that the back of Skullwoods is absolutely useless, it shouldn't really matter. prieR does not know yet which cave this is.
Yeah, early dark rooms are kind of intimidating a little bit. You don't want to end up getting stuck somewhere and having to save and quit.
Yeah. He might soon find out once he save and quits again and goes out of the back of Old Man. That's just the one he just found. prieR not taking the hints, interestingly. He has tons of money. And I think that hint dude might have healed him as well, or maybe that's just the ones you pay for.
Yeah, the ones you pay for refill you, those free ones don't.
Okay.
Oh no. Finally finding the dam, which is a very nice thing to find. Sometimes that can be a really, really trolly location, so finding that early on is always exciting.
Yep. We're basically away, just a hammer away from a swamp full clear. We found swamp. Or at least, prieR did.
Flippers, I believe, unless
Oh, yeah, right.
have it been
You're
marked.
right. You are absolutely right.
That's an easy one to forget too. You finally get to swamp and you have your hammer and you're like ready to jump in, and the game's like, nope, sorry. That's when I'm like, oh no.
I've done it way too often.
Oh yeah, it's like you think I'd learn by now, but I still managed to do that one a lot.
Yep. We
Prior
find a
checking
Hyrule
out
Castle.
Woods.
Yep, probably wants that second castle tower key. And we find a Hyrule Castle entrance, which is always nice to find. Similar to Desert, just a connector plus a bit of loot.
Yeah, definitely more accessible items, especially if your sanctuary is kind of blocked. It's nice to find it, which they won't have trouble with that in this seed, but it is always nice to keep in the back of your mind.
Yeah. And the other edge of Bumper Cave. I think the Bumper Cave connects Village of Outcasts with Kakariko, so that's sort of useless.
Oh, and small key for Tower of Hera. So as long as we have a fire source, which you get at Moldorm, so he can go ahead and clear it and then come back and check that firelock chest.
Yeah, that might make a big difference, because prieR won't be going back there that quickly.
Misery Mire, located in Cat Village. We're gonna go for it.
Ooh, I am not so sure about this one, I gotta say.
Yeah,
Mire
it's
this
definitely
early.
tough.
He
Mire
doesn't...
often has some good stuff, though, so I'm not afraid to dip it early, even if I can't full clear it, because more often than not, there's something useful in Crossworlds in Mire.
Yeah, that's true. And we find the lamp finally in Skullwoods as well. Okay. But the problem with Mire, like with this early, is he's just gonna be able to get 4 chests, and then you're less likely to come back once you find a fire source, which both of them are available. Or the big key, I guess. So it's kind of iffy for me this early. Especially if you have so much of the world open.
Yeah, especially knowing that we know where both fire sources are, that he's definitely not going to find one in here. That definitely changes. Big key to Eastern Palace, though. That's a nice
good,
find.
Yeah. Yeah, and no small key, so you're gonna have to do awkward routing. It's... I think the bottle was just green goo, so that's not gonna help him for the spike room. prieR now also making his way into Village of Outcasts. Looks like he's going for escape right away, which I can see. Since we got the back of escape already, he doesn't need to worry about key stealing or anything. Ah, doesn't quite get it. That hurts even more.
Yeah, not having that key to hit that blue switch so that you have another chest available, that hurts a little bit.
Yeah. Like he spent what now, 2 minutes or so and got 1 chest, which admittedly it wasn't good with the Eastern big key, but it's still early Maya can backfire easily.
Yeah, all he needs is to find the bow, and that's going to give him a little bit better routing on Eastern. He'll have a little bit more information from Hera, just getting that fire source off Moldorm and hopefully going and checking that chest with that small key. So it could pay off.
Yep, that's true.
Both
Both of
checking
them.
out Hyrule Castle, hopefully finding something useful.
Yep. He's back to just here, not quite in logic yet, since we don't have the small key, but we don't care much about that. We just want loot. prieR going with some nice NMG strats for the Fallen Chain Guard.
And the
finds
mirror, very nice.
That's interesting. The mirror being one of the most powerful items in cross keys, just because it increases your efficiency by a, I want to say, shit ton. Especially with an early pearl like this. Like, this is just wonderful. And now he doesn't even have to, like, defo up, he can just mirror back out.
Yeah, and now he does have access to that Master Sword on Spectacle Rock. That's definitely
That's true, yeah.
a good incentive to kind of get rid of that Fighter Sword early on.
That's
and
also
then if
good.
you get the, well, they have the book too, so now we can check the tablets and actually get the items off of it.
That's also good for Guay damaging himself down, now finds the mirror. It's also very good for Guay, since it should get him to go into the dark side of Westearth Mountain, where Hera and Swamp Palace are. So it's really something he wants to go to, and the sword should pull him up there, I think.
Connector over to Dark Lake Hylia. That is a connector I'm always really happy to find, just because it's such a commitment to go over there and check it if you just have the
and we find Eastern there. Okay.
I'm not going to be able to full clear this, but definitely taking a dip in.
Yeah, neither of them having the bow. Guay has the advantage of the big key, obviously, thanks to the Maya dip. So maybe it pays out. Yeah, obviously leaving the 2 glove rocks behind isn't the optimal case, but since the connector's pretty easily accessible, they shouldn't be too worried about it.
I always tend to get nervous that the flippers are going to be kind of trolly if I get a connector over to the dark shopping mall, because I feel like, okay, you can check this, but you're not going swimming for a while, so you kind of start to sweat a little bit. Like, where's the logic going to end up taking you? And a map to Swamp Palace.
Also, Guay doing dark sewers, being in the dark world, where the snakes and the bats do considerably more damage. Gets it done nicely though.
Very nice swag strats on prieR side. And a mitt!
Speaking of no glove. Westmost cave on West DM. Okay. Oh, that's a good find.
Yeah, that's definitely a good find, because a lot of runners are real hesitant to do Eastern without the bow or the big key.
Yeah,
it is
the right exit. The right exit of Hyrule Castle leads to Floating Island. Whew. Well, that's some connector. Yeah, sadly he did not mirror over to Light World, like Ice Road Cave area. So he hasn't seen either, Eastern.
There's nothing else of value in Eastern that we can get at the moment, but that Mitch sure does make routing a whole lot nicer.
Yeah. There's the annoying end of Super Bunny Cave.
Yep, one way. Oh, and finding K45, picking up a heart piece, and getting a heart refill. It's nice to grab a little bit of extra life when you're conversing the Dark World early on.
Yep. Small Gita pod on the laser bridge. C-shaped also has some more health for us over below the rock in Dark Shopping Mall. Okay, so the pod key was probably the most important find on the laser bridge.
Oh, and a connector in the main entrance of T-Rock.
Yeah, that's just the old man exit. Their save and quit point is up there.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
a little bit behind on my tracking here, just to see.
Swamp
Palace
big key. So hammer and flippers from actually full clearing now. And the other end of Super Bunny leads to the pyramid. Considering he has the mirror, that's actually kind of nice for him.
Yeah, being able to check the top 3 Hyrule Castle is really nice. Too bad he didn't grab that Master Sword yet, because then he could have checked the other entrance. And a big key on the pyramid.
Turtle Rock big key. That's interesting.
They seem to each be finding the items the other runner needs at the time.
Yep. Oh yeah, we've seen the Turtle Rock big key already. I'm a dummy.
Oh, I think he might have lost his portal there.
That looks too close, yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. But
Yeah,
you can just
that's a
save and quit.
Unfortunate moment.
It's
Done
not,
it way too many times to count.
yeah, it's not too bad, but it's still pretty annoying.
Library up on top of Hyrule Castle with just a heart piece.
Yeah, I agree. Jumping onto Dark Death Mountain there wasn't the best choice since you can always just save and quit.
Aga Tower.
Just
with
moved one
2
over.
keys. Wonder if he's going to go ahead and full clear this. He has
I'm
everything
very
he
sure.
needs.
Yeah, I'm very sure he's gonna kill him. He knows he needs to kill him. There's no reason not to. He has the lamp. Like, he's just gonna do it.
Yeah, and without that hammer, access to the right side of the Dark World is definitely nice to have. And you have to do it anyway, so just bite the bullet.
Yep. Obviously, like, a sword upgrade would make this a tiny bit faster, but eh. He can just fire at enemies if he wants to kill them. And now Guay walking up to Ice Road Cave area. I'm not sure why he didn't mirror. Maybe he forgot for a second that he had the mirror. That just kind of happens sometimes.
Yeah, definitely an easy mistake to make.
prieR, read the hint? Oh, never mind. He doesn't seem to like hints very much.
By making the right choice to go and dip Eastern there, even without the bow.
Yep.
And he'll have one more check that prieR didn't have because he does have that big key.
Hey, maybe we find a vanilla bow.
Very possible.
As annoying as that would be. I'm sure Guay would like it.
It would definitely, I believe, troll prieR a little bit more if the
Yeah.
bow does end up being in that big chest, because he had already cleared most of the chests, and dipping Eastern 3 times is such a commitment. I mean, it's a very easy dungeon, but it is very time consuming to have to dip it multiple times.
Yeah, fully agreed. So, I mean, it's super unlikely considering how many locations there are in this game. But the 1 in 216. I don't know.
And the game does enjoy its trolly moments, so I would never put it past it.
I think that's 2 blue balls so far. Yay, off to a bad start. And there's the glove for Guay. That's what you want to see. How many
And
blue
just
balls?
20 bucks in the big chest of Eastern. So Guay will be double dipping Eastern, but finding that mitt makes it definitely worth it.
That should be Light World Death Mountain, I'm pretty sure, since Dark Death Mountain is Swamp Palace, the westmost entrance.
And Aga down on prieR's side.
Very nice. Which takes him back to the pyramid, so no loss there. Can continue his route just as he was before. Let's see where it leads him. With the glove, he can reach pretty much everything on the right side here of the Dark World. He can opt to go up to Catfish and whatnot, but seems like he's putting his focus on the pod area for now.
Oh, in the back of... Oh, I just went blank. The back of Spectacle Rock.
Yep.
That's one of those connectors that you just hate to check, because if it's not good, then you've sunk so much time into walking out of there. So I always try to put that one off as much as possible.
Yeah. It's also one that people seem to easily forget. Like, that dropping down leads you somewhere and is sometimes required to do.
Yeah, and it will actually give you 3 connectors, because if you do have the hook shot and you've picked up that item, you can hook shot right into the hint tile and it'll pull you through. So it is kind of good to keep in the back of your mind that you have a possibility of 3 connectors there, especially if you have the hook shot.
Yep.
King's Tomb found on prieR's side. The small key to pod.
I think that's number 3? 3 or 2? Pretty good. And since he hasn't cleared Eastern area, he can make use of his mirror.
Yeah, it's really nice to be able to route dark and light together.
That looked like the Death Mountain Descent Cave?
I believe so.
Find the chess game in the Dark Witches hut? Or just 20 bucks?
Not paying off.
prieR now doing one of probably the most annoying entrances in the game. The entrance to pod.
Yeah, they're both in 2 areas that are kind of a commitment to get to. Catfish being one, but he can mirror and check Zora.
And he
Which is
finds
always good.
thieves down in pod.
Kiki definitely not a ripoff today.
With a Hyrule Castle small key, so our mirror is in logic now. Okay. Catfish also a small key. Skullwoods, not the most useful.
Half magic, very nice to find.
Yeah.
It seems to be more of a rarity in cross keys. So finding that early on is very nice because you do tend to use a little bit more magic.
Yeah. Also makes the fire rod a very, like, spammable weapon, so to say. Mushroom on Zora Ledge, that's not something you want to see.
No, it definitely sits there in the back of your mind too.
Ew.
Especially with Magic Bat being accessible. So that's a possibility of 2 items if you have the Cane of Samaria. So not knowing what either of those are and kind of knowing that little present is sitting in an inaccessible area is a little bit trolly there. Oh, I'm finding the back of Spectacle Rock on
Yep.
prieR's side.
Yeah, I think Way walked over here earlier and grabbed the key.
Another key to pot.
Oh, there's the Skullwoods, Castle Tower Skullwoodsin, which prieR obviously doesn't need. Looks like he's opting to continue his route instead of dropping down. And taking the connector. I'm not sure if he's found the other end. I don't think so. prieR now making use of his defeated Aghanim and Mirror status and just saving wits back to the pyramid. He'll also be cleaning up the North Darkvault here and probably also go to Zora to learn the bad news. Oh, desert exits this time not the greatest. Guay will make his way back. I'm not sure if he's gone out of the front.
Probably going to be a little disappointed with this entrance.
Yep. On the other hand, he has a glove now, so he can check one entrance below him, but he's left behind the entrance on the dark side of this cave anyways. He's gotta come back here. We find just a
and
fairy.
just fairies.
Not what you're hoping for. I'm sort of surprised we don't see a saving, or we haven't seen a saving quit really from either to Old Man Cave and just clearing out the rest of the East Death Mountain. Since they've got the glove and the mirror. Looks like Guay's finally going back to Hookshot Cave. Might just use it as a connector, though I'd be a bit confused. He's mainly looking for the items though, probably.
Yeah, doing Hookshot Cave backwards is surprisingly more difficult than doing it forwards. That bridge seems to be a little bit more trolly coming from the other end. And the book for Guay.
Yeah, I'm glad he picks it up before he goes back to the mountain. And prieR walking back out of Zora. I wonder where he's going. They're just gonna walk up to witches? No, can't. Where is he walking?
Not sure. The Light World Witch Hut takes us over to the dark bumper ledge. So
Yeah.
maybe he's planning on using that connector.
Kind of weird that he went back into the dark world. Oh, looks like he's gonna hook over into the West Dark World, I guess. Looks like it. I don't think he has much left over here.
Possibly the
Guess Graveyard Ledge is an option.
yeah.
But if he knew that the back of Old Man Cave just goes over here to Dark Sanctuary, this would have been much faster than walking out from Zora. So it often pays off to check out where your save and quit points go. Also, Gway now finally going to the dark west of Mountain. He should be getting a sword, never mind.
He might go get that now that he sees Hera here. Nope, gonna continue with Fighter Sword. Interesting.
Yeah, now he jumped down already, which is kind of unfortunate for him. Should have probably grabbed it first and checked out the Hera entrance and the tablet. But in the end, it probably won't matter much. prieR makes his way back over to Village of Outcasts. I don't think... Oh, he hasn't explored it fully yet because he just followed the Hyrule Castle connector, I think. So yeah. Now finds the Hera small key after he's already done with Hera.
Although that's not going to make his routing too much different because he's eventually going to go up to Spectacle Rock to grab that sword and probably check Hera entrance as well as the tablet. So he's going to be able to route that in pretty quickly if he so chooses.
That's true. So on prieR's end, I like Maya much more now. He's explored much more of the world. He has a fire source.
And a key, so that definitely makes his routing a lot more efficient.
Yep. Like, this is probably gonna be the same time commitment that it was for Gway, but he's gonna get 6 checks instead of... Or, I guess because of the cutscene a bit more, but he's gonna get 6 chests instead of 1 or a maximum of 3. He's routing it like it wasn't Keysanity though, so this is gonna cost him a bit. If you have a small key going into this, always go to the left side first and hit the crystal switch. Just makes the routing much more efficient.
Gway about to get his fire rod, which he'll be happy to see.
Yep. Especially since he hasn't gone into Skullwoods yet, so this is his first fire source.
Yeah, definitely gonna help him out.
Ooh, Mulder bullying him in the corner. Oh no, he probably picked up hotkey. What was in the spike chest in Maya? Did you see it?
I missed it. It looks like it was 20 rupees. Thank you, Chad.
Thank you to our tracker. Yeah, so like if you go over here first, you can just flip the switch and grab the chest that's left of the big chest while you're on the right side afterwards. So in Keysanity, if you have a key, always go here first.
And just the blue boomerang for prieR.
Opting to...
Ooh, not doing the big key chest.
I'm surprised.
Why, having a little bit of trouble with Moldorm here, just being a little extra trolly for him.
Yeah, it looks like prieR is skipping the big chest. I'm surprised by that, to be honest. Like, I know this is like You can do a few skips here and there, but generally this early on, cross keys is just that you full clear everything. They're missing about 20 different things, including keys and whatnot, to clear.
Oh, fighting the Queen
Kane!
of Samaria.
That's rude. That's really rude. And Guay gets Trollum down. And now he's going back for the big chest anyways.
It might be better for Guay that he did die in Misery Mire early on, because now he has more incentive to go back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true.
that
Then again,
definitely,
that was one of the chests he could have gotten anyways. So
yeah, for sure.
if the big key chest here pays out, then it's gonna be good for him, yeah, for sure. Also, we're gonna see the basement chest now, which obviously might be a decent advantage for him, because it might take probably a bit to go back there. And yeah, I'm not sure about prieR's Maya routing. That was a bit weird.
Skipping that hint.
Yeah,
Ooh,
skips
for
the
some
hint.
bombs. Taking a
And
death
it's
orb.
done now. Yep, has gotten all 6 of his chests, and is gonna peace out. No big key, so no real point in looking for anything else.
Opens up a lot more of Turtle Rock now for prieR.
Yeah, and he used the key to get to the chest, so I'm really confused by prieR's Maya routing.
Just a map in that Firelock chest in in Hera.
Too bad. The left side of the brother's house, luckily nothing. One of the more annoying entrances to go to, since you have to mirror there.
Checking out what's on the dig game.
Yep.
And
Heart
just a
banana.
full heart.
Early on you always take a few of these, I feel, because you just want to have buffers. I didn't see the race game item earlier, but I think it was trash. Did prieR just walk past the Aero game entrance? Or has he been in there already? I don't think so.
Yeah, I believe that's a Hyrule Castle entrance, if I'm not mistaken. Checking out Sick Kid up at Cave 45 Ledge, and he does not have anything interesting.
Almost tablet with the shovel.
Fetch Quest City.
Good god. Stumpy, just 300 bucks for us. Damn, I did not catch what was in Hera entrance. Did you see it?
I did not.
Maybe chat can help us out.
Didn't look like anything important. We're getting a tablet check over on prieR's side.
Ah, fine, okay. Just a shield.
Shield. Interesting.
And back down. I assume he'll mirror over here as well and check out these caves. Or desert area first, I guess. Kind of surprised to see Guay just go here in Light World. Usually you wanna like try, especially if you have the mirror, obviously, combine Dark and Light World. They do have access over here, so
Yeah, and just some love from our shovel.
desert main entrance leads us to a common shop. Not what we wanted. And now he's stuck in here, so not sure if this was the best of decisions.
Yeah, that book definitely isn't leading us to anywhere good today.
There's the last Turtle Rock entrance. He still has the option to just start here in Link's house and walk back down towards the desert area, because his portal is gonna be there. If he wants to get back into the Dark World and continue his loop. On prieR's end, that is.
Back at Turtle Rock, he does have that big key as well as the Cane of Samaria.
With the Maya key, okay. That's pretty much irrelevant considering we had nothing in the 2 left chests. At the same time, it helps him because he spent an extra key on the unnecessary door. So he needed to find one more to kill Viddy. And continues to Crystal Roller. I like it. Crystal Roller with the big key, or I guess even with not the big key, super early in logic.
Yeah, and then also he's able to take that other room and get the
Flippers.
2 other chests. Flippers, very nice find.
One step closer to that Swamp House clear.
That also gives him access to his mushroom.
Yeah, Crystal Roller. Crystal Roller has progression so often, it's incredible.
Yeah,
same for Chain Chomps. Yeah, Kane is in Meyer.
Yeah, Samaria is in Meyer.
I think that's the map chest left of the big chest. I'm not entirely sure about the vanilla layout. But yeah, in the one below the spikes. I think Compass is left side. Pretty sure. Yeah, the one next to the spitter. Let's see, Chain Chomps, will they also have progression? I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Oh. No!
Oh, that
Chomp.
feels bad.
Nom nom nom. Our question is, does he go back for it? Looks like it. Yeah, agreed, Alzun. Those 2 chests are ridiculously stacked. Just because you almost always find one of these entrances here in the middle. And then just don't need much.
Oh, Y is going to be very low health taking on those Chain Chomps as well.
Door. Yeah, rip. Ah, just bombs. But then again, already got flippers in here. That's about as much as you can ask for.
Abandoning that chest, though, after a death, it always leaves a bad taste in the back of your mouth. Like, oh no, what if that was my hammer? You know, definitely better checking it than leaving it.
Flip tour in the Crystal Roller room right here in Turtle Rock. Both just got them. And yeah, prieR walks back here so he can grab his portal again. Still thinking on his end.
Damn item was just 10 arrows.
Yep. I don't think we've seen Mini Moldom Cave from either of them. Apparently someone, apparently Guay was already in there. I missed it.
Yeah, I believe it was in Kakariko, maybe? Or
No, I meant the entrance to Mini Moldom. Sorry.
Oh, okay. There you go. Sorry.
Yep.
Making quick use of those flippers. Going up to check the hobo here.
Yep. Okay. Thought prieR would wait, or oh yeah, portals disappear when you save and quit, right?
Just 10 arrows from the hobo today.
He didn't flute out, he'd save and quit out. And no, both of them got chomps. prieR went back for it. Yeah, we just
Taking
went.
that desert connector.
Yeah, it's just if you take the death, it's always a like really bad feeling if you don't go back for something like that, since it's such an early available location. Let's see some of those flipper checks now. Where are they leading us? To the ice rod. Okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
You'll like to see that. And 3 guesses, Turtle Rock's gonna be a pen. Finally, we're seeing some of that Death Mountain I was asking for earlier. There's a witch's hut. Okay.
Potion hut. Very nice to find.
Interesting considering we can get the mushroom now. prieR still not liking hints. Especially the one in Dark Zank.
Looks like he's finally going to make a move to get his sword.
Yep, swords, tablet. I'm
Checking the tablet
surprised.
before getting his
Yeah.
sword. Interesting.
Yeah, same. Sort of surprised. Especially since he will have to come back for this, since he doesn't know what it'll lead to. They both checked Zora earlier.
Not getting his sword.
Okay. And not grabbing the item in Hera basement. And just jumping down without checking Light World? Okay. Has he temporarily forgotten he has the mirror? I'm a bit confused.
Yeah, definitely interesting routing.
Guay now also making his way over to Agina, find a sadly useless shop. I think they've covered very similar grounds so far.
Yeah, I think Guay is only missing the lamp as opposed to prieR.
I think that's hopefully one of the next steps for Guay, going over to Skullwoods, since he has gotten the hint for the castle tower key.
I don't believe he has checked the top of Hyrule Castle yet.
Yeah.
Either.
So we're kind of hoping for him that he finds or goes to Skullwoods before he finds his Aghanim's tower, and I think this one drops him out at Dark Lumberjack. So I think he's on his way to Skullwoods. prieR now making use of the cane.
Yeah, getting
seen
a
this
check
yet.
of the front of T-Rock, which will clear out all of the chests except for Trinex.
Sounds small. Okay.
Could be important.
Yep. And yeah, Guay is now over in the Northwest Dark World. I assume. Ah, that stupid Beery or Bari. I never know what they're called. Yeah, prieR really doesn't seem to like hints. Sadly, Guay doesn't have the cane yet, so he's gonna have to contend with these stupid Giddos. God is dealing pretty nicely with them. Keeping them at bay with sword slashes, not pulling. Titan Smiths in the front of Turtle. Okay. Those don't do too much right now. If anything, I guess Smith Chain is the main thing. Since we don't have a flute for Maya access and no boots for King's Tomb. I think that's the main purpose right now. Oh yeah, Ice Palace entrance. We haven't gotten a hint for that one. And it looks like we're gonna get a quick... Oh, apparently Guay forgot about the hint. Back of desert on east of mountain. That was just 3 bombs if I read it. Yeah,
now
looks like he
possibly
remembered.
going back to get his sword. So yeah, the book definitely not being any help to us this seed. I mean, the information knowing Ted isn't important is good, but other than that, nothing else useful.
Yeah. Okay, prieR now makes his way over here after some roundabout routing on Death Mountain. Grab his sword and supposedly his shovel. Wait, okay. I haven't seen if it's bullshit woods or if it's alright. Just noticed the compass entrance I think was on the right here. Not sure which one's on the left. Oh yeah, Hera's just a rupee cave, okay. There's the second castle tower key for Guay. Checks it if it's the second one. Okay, so it's...
checking that basement, getting the bad news that there is nothing good down there in Hera.
Yep. But it's sort of peace of mind for him. Like, you can just forget about Hera now. And finally the lamp for Guay. No more dark rooms. prieR is probably slightly ahead, but not by much, I'd say. They've checked different things.
Wonder if he's heading back to Misery Mire.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think there's much else here. Then again, he hasn't done the South Dark World yet. So,
yep, and back to Misery
he's
Mire
going in here.
goes. Ooh, and a swamp dip here. On prieR's side.
Yep. Hoping to find the hammer in one of these first two. First one is just a map.
The most useless one at this point because both have finished Tower of Hera.
Yep.
I don't hate this play though. More often than not, I found progression in these first couple chests, but that's not the case today.
And he just doesn't want to get burned by a hammer in there, since he knows he has the capability for clear it otherwise.
I've had hook shot in swamp in the first chest without the small key, and then my small key being in Hookshot Cave.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, this is the route you wanna... Well, almost the route you wanna take in Mire. That way is now doing. Just hover. Yeah. About that. I know, also checking the dig spot will be slightly disappointed.
Maybe we will get to see that hit on Guai's side. We didn't get to see with prieR.
Looks like prieR's just making his way into Dark World.
Oh, I'm getting information that he doesn't need to worry about that small chest in Thieves Town.
That is actually pretty good if you haven't found the key yet, I'd say. It's a good one to find. Takes a hit there.
Very low health. He's gonna have to be a little careful here.
Yeah. And he hasn't still, or he didn't get the no hard refill on that one. He hasn't gotten the spike chest on his first trip since he died right before opening it, so he kinda needs to get health somewhere. And yeah, prieR now opting for the Smith chain.
He'll be able to fake mushroom, fake powder as soon as he grabs the Kena Samaria here.
Yep. Might actually be worth doing. So I don't think he has any red or blue potion. Just has a green one. The cane is right here. And the Smith with a Skullwood small key. Yay. Oh god. Way. And get sniped.
Oh, another death.
I mean, we know it's nothing. It's still one of those that's nagging on your mind. Like, he's missed this chest 2 times now, yeah, and he's going back in. I can understand it. It hurts, but...
Gonna get a chest check here on prieR's side.
Yep. Let's see, I think he's done basically all of the South Dark World here. Maybe as the vanilla bomb shop left, I think, over there. But yeah, he's gonna hit in the chest first, obviously.
Taking any chances, killing some enemies, grabbing some hearts on Guai's side. Wow,
Green
none of our
rupee.
fetch quests paying off.
Yeah. Book
Maybe that
nothing,
mushroom will
shuffle.
give us something decent.
I think Guay hasn't handed it in yet, right?
Yeah, not sure where Guay is going. And I don't believe he's found the potion shop yet.
I don't think so, yeah, since that's up on Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, under Vanilla Hookshot Cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bombos tablet was just a shield.
Yeah, like, all our fetch quests are absolute trash so far. We just have the mushroom left. And that's something you really want to get in the habit too. If you can deliver the mushroom quickly, which even if you have no items, you can basically do that from a save and quick. It takes like 40 seconds to fake flip over there. you really want to do it, because if you stumble into the potion shop while you have the mushroom in your inventory, it's just so much lost time.
Back of Skull Woods on prieR side.
Yep. I think that was in Hype Cave. Paradox was found super early and was completely empty. Well, almost completely empty, I think. Like the boomerang was the best thing in there or something. It was Hype Cave entrance? Okay, thank you. Yes, the bat is in the useless ferry drop down west of Flute 2.
Yes, that definitely gives us 2 item checks should prieR choose to fake powder. And on to our moth fight.
Should be pretty easy for him. Master Sword, half magic fire rod. Like almost a walk in the park for him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure prieR's really used to NMG anyway, so I don't think the moth would give him any.
Yeah. And just a piece of heart. But his second crystal, always good to see.
Sick kid check on Guai's side, which is nothing but bombs.
Yep, over in K45. So yeah, I don't think we've seen even Bomb Shop over here yet, since he got cut off from his route earlier. Which has Blindsider. Okay.
Nice find.
That's what you want to see.
Especially because they haven't really had anything to help with traversing. Like no flute, no boots or anything like that, so hopefully he finds something good.
Yeah, sadly the first 4 are pretty much trash. And GT Small doesn't help us much either, considering that's like the 3rd or 4th. That's disappointing.
Yeah, start to get a lot of keys, just start to get nervous that you're gonna have to clear out that entire tower.
Yeah, we haven't even seen GT yet, so wonder where that hides. Not that we could do much, since we don't have the hammer or... Well, I guess we can do right side. That's pretty decent, but no left side.
What was on the floating island here?
Floating Island just had 10 arrows or something.
Sorry.
Oh, I don't remember.
So you do have access to that.
Oh, Mimic Cave is... Oh, interesting. I did not read that hint. That is good knowledge. Oh, that's where the Fountain of Happiness was. Okay, so Guay did the Vanilla Millimondal Cave early on. I just didn't see where he found it.
Oh, maybe getting an Ice Palace check here.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see what interesting things that has for us.
Yeah, I've marked the island off, so I'm pretty sure it was garbage. Just a piece of heart, I think. Just the arrow game. So I think that leaves like the southeast Dark World pretty much fully cleared out. Or on us. Like obviously some might have to do checks that the other has already done, but at least for our knowledge. We saw both ends of Bumper Cave, yeah. One is in Village of Outcasts, one is in Kakariko, so pretty useless.
Yeah, definitely with Titan's mids now on prieR side, that connector isn't nearly as useful.
Yeah. I think we've seen, or haven't seen 1 or 2 entrances over on East Death Mountain. Otherwise, I don't think we've much left. Did check Graveyard Ledge, right? Yeah. That's where Guay lost his portal.
Probably about to grab his ice rod.
Yep.
Which, I mean, he could do Master Sword Trinix if he felt like it.
Yeah. Titansmids were in the Fire Rod lock chests in TR. But yeah, at the moment I don't think they have Monkey necessary. Since they did both open the central chest.
Oh, yes, yes.
Pokey's Monkey. And Moth goes down for Guay as well, so both at 2 crystals right now. Still pretty even.
Now, prieR does know the location of the potion shop, and he has a can of Samaria, so I'm wondering if he's going to go ahead and do a magic bat check before he turns in that mushroom. They're both relatively close to each other.
Yeah, since they just have regular flippers.
Yeah.
Can just save and quit, flipper over there, do a fake powder, and then flipper over and hand in a mushroom. And he might even connect that into, because the Witch's Hut leads us over to Bumper Ledge, the Dark World, to some more checks over there. But I don't think he has much left over there either. So. Or he might hand it in immediately. Like, this is a case where you can actually see fake powdering in cross keys be useful. Yeah, looks like he's spending his mana.
Yeah, I definitely like this play.
Yeah, I can agree. Not sure why he doesn't just flip her over. Yeah. Fighter Sword can be in logic as long as you have 3 magic refills. So since they have half magic and one bottle that's 4 magic refills already, it might require to do them. But then again, they have Master Sword. So with Master Sword you only need 1 magic extension if I'm not mistaken. And Bat has nothing.
Magic Bat. Man, no fetch quest has paid off yet in this run.
Yeah.
All our hopes lie on the mushroom.
Yeah, which might actually be pretty relevant, considering like it was sort of an obvious chain with the flippers in pretty early progression in TR. Mushroom just sitting on that ledge.
Mushroom is going to lead to our hammer. That's my feeling.
Yeah, I can see that. Hammer would open up probably the most at the moment. You wanna go to Old Man in this case. Yeah, they haven't found like any TR keys so far. And we're seeing the Darkest Descent cave now. I'm pretty sure that just leads us over to Death Mountain.
Not a single useful fetch quest.
Oh no, it leads over here. Okay.
And I think he's about to get that bad news that he doesn't have that key.
Yep. Oopsies. Then again, it's not far from a save and quit spot, so... I'm honestly not sure about our connector situation because it's kinda hard to keep track of. But yeah. This entrance we haven't checked, which is Hype Cave, okay.
The Witch's Hut
and it has the powder!
Dark Death Mountain, which is kind of nice, because they don't have that hammer yet, but with the There is Bo on prieR's side in Hype Cave. Hype finally lives up to its name. That means he can now finish off Eastern, should he so choose. And that opens up a lot more in Pod, which I have not seen yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen Pod. I don't think we've... Oh, yeah, we've seen Thieves Town. I don't think we've seen Ice. We're still missing a few dungeons.
And T-Rock over on Guay's side.
Vanilla GT, Vicky. Well, French vanilla, I guess. Yeah, I didn't see how he got to GT. I mean, we know it's in Mimic Cave, but...
There is actually a connector to get over to Mimic Cave in the light world over to the right of Link's house.
Interesting.
No real safety items yet. No Kana Burna or the capes, so that makes this a little bit more tricky, but looks like Guai is handling it just fine.
It's the second exit from Paradox. Nice. Nobody ever took that, I think. They only took 1 and 2. That hurts. Oh, there's the TR key. And I also missed where goddamn Pod was. Jesus.
That is a good hint to find out that you don't have to do left side swamp. It kind of makes the dungeon a little bit more appealing to do when you know you don't have to commit that kind of time. Left side swamp just always feels like it's such a commitment, and if it pays off, it's good. If it doesn't, then it's just a lot of time loss.
Yeah. Bollock side and Pod pretty useless. This check with bombs is kinda annoying.
Boy, finding himself in a little bit of trouble here. In the Gipto room. There he goes.
Thieves Town big in Pod.
And another key to Pod in Ganon's tower.
Okay. Good. Don't die, please. Wait. Wait. You kind of want to go to Ice Armors.
I don't think he would make it with the life he has now.
Vanilla Pod key. Okay. I guess prieR can basically full clear this.
Yeah, he might pull out that hammer and be able just to take out
Yep, that's all 6
all
keys.
of Pod.
prieR has 5, and he's not gotten one that Guay just found in GT.
Key on the torch.
So Guay didn't get the key behind the right side.
Ooh, tempered.
Sword.
That's nice.
Yep. Huh. I mean, Ice Armors are completely fine with his current weapons. He can get Sword Beams if he fake powered us. He can use Fire Rod if he has magic. I don't think it would have been bad. Kane is also pretty decent, yeah. Boomerang, please no. Piece of Heart in the Dark Maze. One more chest back here. A shield.
Now where is that elusive hammer?
Yeah, that's a good question. And we'll even see the boss key chest in Pod.
Could be in Thieves Town, because we do have that big key now.
That is true.
Eastern big chest was just rupees, I believe.
Yeah, big 20. Oh, that's where Pod was. Okay. My track is getting kind of cramped over there on the light side of East Stuff Mountain. So much stuff going on there. Try going into the Dark World and save quitting, presumably to reach the pyramid.
Oh, still not checking that door up on the top of the pyramid there, because we do have the sword to access it now.
prieR checked it.
Oh, did he? Okay, I must have missed
Yeah,
that.
it was nothing, just a storyteller, I think. The only thing up there is basically Agate Tower, and Guay kinda needs to get there at some point. I mean, it's not urgent, but...
Yeah, so definitely our boots are required, since we do have to bonk that lumberjack
Yep.
chest.
There's the Thief's Dunbig key for Guay. How many keys is Guay at? If he finds the vanilla one, I think he is one less than prieR. So, considering he opened the front door, he will have to leave behind one chest. Even if he potion glitches over to the right side or mimic clips.
I think he's heading over to do Eastern, maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, front door of castle was hype gift, you're absolutely right. Not a storyteller. Let's see. I'm not sure if Guay currently has a potion with him for right side. Since he doesn't have the bow yet. And yeah, as you said, prieR going to finish off Eastern. Just a quick boss kill. Well, quick.
He might know the mimic clip in Pod.
Maybe,
he might not have to do.
I'm not sure, SamMS. Nice magic refill. He's gonna hammer you up for sure.
Bomb jump.
Yeah, his bottle is empty and I think he only has one.
Too low, yeah. A little too low on that bomb jump there. There you go. They got it.
Nice.
Our first look at what Armos is holding.
Yep. Sweet NMG armors that just give us a map. Dum-dum.
But it is a crystal.
Yeah. Wonder, have we not found... We haven't found Sahasrara. Nor the bomb shop. Huh.
Oh, the Baka Desert. Find for Guay. Of course, we knew it on prieR's side, but this is new information for him. Oh, and he's going to steal that key.
Interesting. Not something you necessarily want to risk, especially if you don't know if it's a crystal.
If I have desert in an easily accessible spot where I can save and quit check the chests and then just do a reset, and then I don't lose my key. But if it is something important, then you know you're going to need the key anyway. So it's kind of easy to check that information and reset. A little bit of a time commitment, but worth it if it pays off.
That's true. And it's not too bad. One of their entrances is in the dam, so... They've checked Catfish,
they
yeah.
did check Catfish. He had a key, I believe.
Yeah, I think Skullwood's key, I believe. Something like that. Catfish is doing fine, don't worry. His mama called, she was worried. That's not okay if you want to follow Guay. And back to Thieves Town, since, well, we know Thieves Town Big Chest is garbage, we don't need to worry about the hammer. So we can just go back here, clear it out. I like it.
Yeah, I definitely think this is a good play. prieR, I don't think, has that knowledge that there's nothing in that chest, but again, there's really not much more they can do given the items that they currently have.
Yeah. Yeah, not sure if prieR doesn't know. He probably skipped it considering he skipped like almost every hint. And this is why you want to hand in the mushroom as soon as possible. Now he found the potion shop and hasn't handed in the mushroom.
prieR gonna check the hint.
Great. We've got bombos. Thank you. Sometimes these hints are just god-awful. And other times they just give you the most insane information. We are following Spiral Cave.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for prieR. The hints that he does seem to check tend not to be very important.
Yup. Just some bombs in the first chest, so 2 more. Spiral Cave doesn't pay out. I don't know where Spiral Cave entrance and exit even are. I don't think I've noted them down. Apparently the exit is absolutely useless.
Desert. I'm wondering if that hammer's in GT, if they're gonna have to go do Ice Armos.
Yeah, I can see it. But prieR hasn't found it yet. He's the one who's gonna, like, jump on the opportunity to do Ice Armors with his bow.
Yeah, that hammer is definitely locking us out of some spots like Ice Palace, Pod, as well as Swamp.
Kind of burner behind the maiden. Well, Guay should find his Titan Smiths here, which is good for him. Let's see, according to prieR's knowledge, apparently this is a crystal as well.
Yeah, they got that map pretty early for Thieves Town.
Yeah. This should put him on 4 crystals, which is pretty alright pace for 147, considering how stingy the seed was.
Yeah, it definitely has not been very giving, especially with all the fetch quests and none of them being of value. And the big key to Misery Myers, so that's another one he can finish now.
Yep. I can see him going right over there. Like, he doesn't know if it's crystal, but obviously he wants to know.
I'm starting to get concerned that our palaces that we cannot find are boots locked.
Yeah, could very well be. Some boots behind Ice Armors. I don't think, prieR hasn't found GT even yet, right?
Not
sure?
to my knowledge. I do not believe he has.
Yeah, I think he's on his way to Misery Maya now, since this will lead him to Dark Sank. And
Although I do have to agree with his finishing palaces that he knows he needs to do before going on that Ganon's Tower search. Because if you can full clear it, just get it done and have the crystal, because you never know where you're going to find progression. GT might not be required at all, so I definitely think he's making some good choices here.
Yeah, for sure. If you can clear a dungeon, pretty much always do it. Looks like Guay is going to kill Trinex for us. Let's see if that's a crystal. I am half expecting a Penton, considering how early the Fire and Ice Sword were. On the other hand, Trinex, well, Trinex isn't in logic, not even close to it, so... Would be surprised to see the hammer on him, or anything relevant.
I think at almost 2 hours in, you kind of feel glad that you could kill anything in any dungeon, so you just kind of do it without even worrying if it's a pendant or a crystal at that point.
Yeah, that's true. The Maya Big Chest just has a piece of heart for us, so let's see what the Vidi has. With this many hearts and Tempered Sword, prieR and this NMG experience will be very fine with Vidi.
And just $20 for his efforts, but it is a crystal.
And yeah, Guay found the back of Desert. Crystal here. Oh, that's kind of surprising. That means we're supposed to find 3 more of the small keys somewhere in the world. Skullwoods is randomized, it's just the 3 front entrances and drop-downs are shuffled just within each other. Because otherwise, shuffling those drop-downs into the other ones, that would be hell. I guess we like shuffling stuff in this mode, but we still want it to be fun to be played. Let's see, if this is a crystal as well for prieR, then at least we as commentators know every crystal.
Yeah.
So we might only need to find Ice Palace basically? I'm surprised prieR just doesn't use the bow. It's just 2 quicksilvers to the right. And just a compass, so the big key not leading to much, but it's the last crystal.
There's a crystal, very nice.
Okay, so we're just looking for Ice Palace basically. We do not know... we do not need the big key for Ice Palace, since we can just sequence break around that. That's very interesting, I gotta say. prieR sees the Desert Pendant. So he's at least at a 50-50 now. I think he... Oh, he doesn't have a small key to Turtle Rock. Where was the one that prieR found? That Guay found? I remember. I think it might have been in GT.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, hammer.
Yeah, it was in oh, was it in the tile room, I believe.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
He definitely needs to find GT. I think that's where the rest of his progression is going to be. If not hammer, then probably more than likely Boots, which is going to open up a location, which I'm assuming Ice Palace is locked behind one of those boot lock places, because you have the King's Tomb area, the Bonk Rocks, and then the 2 Bonk Rocks by Link's house and the Vanilla Bomb Shed. So it's very possible Ice Palace could be in one of those trolley spots.
Yeah, the entire left side of GT is hammer locked. So it could still be required, like hammer on ice armors and then boots on left side. But yeah.
It could even be hammer and validation chest on top of GT. I mean, it could definitely be somewhere really, really gross.
Yep, we've got a lot of small keys and the big key for GT. Guay now doing the same. First fake powdering and then handing in a mushroom to also be sorely disappointed. Guay really needs to make his way over to the top of Hyrule Castle, like Mirror over there. It has his bow, it has Agate Tower, which he needs to clear. Yeah, hammer might as well be in ice too. Ice with the progression, I wouldn't be surprised.
prieR's missing the entrance to GT, so that's definitely one side he hasn't checked. I'm pretty sure chat has pretty much all the information of where the locations are. Aside from the bonk areas, of course. And, well, the boots are required, because to get into GT, you have to be able to bonk that tree for the lumberjack. So boots are also another item that they're going to need for go mode. So it's at least boots and hammer for sure. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, otherwise we just need to find ice.
Yeah.
Logically, we would need a few more keys here and there, but we don't really care about those. As long as we can complete the dungeon, we are fine. Looks like prieR's going for Spectacle Rock. At least that's what's up here according to my notes. And I don't think we've seen the bottom end of this. Oh wait, that's the one that leads him to GT, right? Yeah, I think so.
It should be.
This should be good for him.
Well done on him remembering to check that entrance. Sometimes that one can slip away from you, and that's kind of the risk you take in cross keys if you don't check a connector right away, or if you put it off, that you could forget to check it, and it could be a very, very important item location, like in this case GT.
Oh,
which
no,
it's oh wait, is it?
Oh, it's Paradox bottom,
Paradox.
Right?
Yeah.
Spectacle.
Paradox.
Okay. Yeah. And I had that marked already. Yeah, bottom of Paradox, not the bottom of Spectacle Rock. Let's see where Guay is headed. Yeah, we have found the bomb shop. Huh. Weird. Time for Fairy Ascension connector. I think that one just leads to Dark Lumberjack, if I'm not mistaken.
He definitely looks like he knows that it's a connector that he needs.
Yeah,
he's looking. That Ganon Tower, so he's definitely making the right choice. It's just finding the correct connector that he needs, which of course we know is Paradox Cave.
Yeah, I'm aware that it's just a connector, but I was wondering why we didn't know which crystals we needed. Like, if neither of them talked to. Is prieR buffering for you as well?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with prieR here.
Uh-oh. Did he disconnect an IRC as well? No. His stream has gone on. Uh-oh.
Well, I hope he comes back. Wait. There he is. Okay. No. What's going on here? Oh, is he checking his VOD? That could be what he's doing.
I don't know. For me, his stream is just frozen.
I think it looks like he might be checking his VOD. which I'm pretty sure is allowed. I'm almost
Yeah.
positive. So while we have this little lull, I would like to remind chat and anybody watching that if you are enjoying what you're seeing, please throw your runners a follow. They are putting on a great show for you today. This is an extremely trolly seed, and they are really doing everything they can to make it interesting for you and show you all of the interesting things that this game can do. On behalf of everybody in the tournament, I'd like to thank you all for your continued support and, you know, urging the runners on and being so useful in chat and everybody joining in and volunteering. And it's a great thing. We have a great community and it's wonderful people that we're all surrounded by. So just be sure to give your runners a follow and keep on encouraging them, because it is very difficult to kind of be on the main stage and stream for everybody, especially in such, you know, a large community. So just want to take that time there. So thank you.
We had access to Ice Palace the entire time.
Oh my goodness.
That was one of the last connectors I wasn't sure if they checked it or not. It was just below Bumper Ledge, like the bottom of Bumper Cave.
Oh my. Oh my.
Well, Hammer's gonna be in
It
here.
looks like prieR's finally finding his connector that he needed.
prieR's also back in IRC. Is that gonna load prieR's for me now, or... Yeah.
Yeah,
Finally seeing him again.
He's going now.
He was stuck on loading the entire time for me. Didn't want to show. But yeah, he is back now. Woohoo! Oh, considering we don't have the big key for Ice Palace, I think we can get 5 checks in here? 4? Without the hammer?
Yeah.
This first one, Ice Tea, the Freezors. Maybe even just the 3.
So I think we're definitely going to find progression from one of our runners at least, if not both. Because these are 2 new areas that we haven't seen. Of course, we've seen the first half of Ganon's tower, but we didn't get to see past Ice Armos or up the tower. And now that he has that big key to Ganon's tower, that definitely puts it in logic. We've definitely received enough small keys to put that in logic. So it's all the gambles now. It's who's going to make the right choice first.
Small key to Turtle Rock in Ice Palace. Well, that's one of the 3 we need accounting for. Logically speaking, at least.
Yeah, I feel bad for Guay. He seems to be finding all of the dungeons that he can't completely full clear before he has a chance. That's upsetting. I feel bad. That's kind of my luck in this game.
Hotkey that prieR doesn't really care about. It's his 6th though. Just logically irrelevant, I guess. But we know that Sarsaparilla is nothing, I believe. At least if I understood that hint earlier correctly. So let's see Ice Armors.
This is exciting. These are brand new checks for both sides.
Who's gonna find the hammer? Oh! Skullwood's big.
Skullwoods. Yeah.
Ooh.
Not very psyched about that.
That's not what you want to see. I think he's a bit low for the bump jump.
Possibly. Nope, you got it. Good deal.
Nice.
Yeah, and right when you're really kind of concentrated on just an item or 2 is when you start to get items that open up so many more things. Like now we have a Swamp Palace or a Skullwoods check that can be made, and it just starts to get monotonous.
At least he's right next to Skullwoods basically once he leaves, so I guess it's alright.
Yeah, it's not a terrible check to make.
There's the hammer! Oh, that hurts!
Guay was there! Oh!
That hurts so badly. So now we're just looking for the boots. Where are they?
Now this is going to be an interesting decision for prieR. Does he continue with Ganon's tower, or does he go straight to T-Rock? Because we do need those boots. 100% need those boots. And of course, he has not found Ice Palace yet, so he might be thinking that Ice Palace is boot locked.
Butter sword.
There's our butter sword and silver arrows.
I guess the Pyramid Fairy relocated? She's over here now? Oh, I think he's gonna continue here. Like, it's just too many checks to bail.
Yeah, definitely, especially if these boots are in here.
Like, he should have the entire knowledge of his dungeons, so he knows he basically just needs boots now to open GT, or the drop down to Ganon.
Yeah, because I believe he is definitely in key go mode because he does have the small key to Swamp Palace. He found his key to Turtle Rock that he needed, and you don't really need the big key for Ice Palace. So
Yeah.
key-wise, he's set. He just needs those boots
I'm surprised
and the knowledge of where Ice Palace is.
Yeah. I'm surprised we might not need to visit Swamp at all in the seed, considering like how early it gave us everything for it except the hammer.
Yeah, and that could be where our boots are too. We know the left side isn't useful, but that's 8 other chests. 8 other checks, 8 other. We've checked a lot of items, so it could be there.
Well, we kinda needed the cane out of Meyer, so that's pretty important for T-Rock. But yeah, Maya area seems to be completely useless once we don't have the flute. Nor connect over there. There's the Turtle Rock small key.
Another Turtle Rock key. All the keys in Ganon's Tower of Turtle Rock. Luckily, in Cross Keys, Turtle Rock is so easy to navigate without keys. It doesn't really block too many entrances from you. You really just need one, essentially.
It's very rare that you actually need to go through the entirety of T-Rock.
Although sometimes logically you have to go backwards to get to a connector that takes you somewhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes those keys are important. He's going up the tower.
Yeah, I can dig it. 4 more checks plus the one behind it in the lumberjack.
Yeah, and he's stacked item-wise. He has the silver arrows, butter sword, cane of Burna. He has pretty much everything he could use.
Skullwood's Big just has the same card. Not what we were looking for.
Yeah, if that was boots, that would definitely put Guy in a good position because he does know where GT is and he could easily go and get all the rest of the items. He needs to start clearing out some of his palaces, but missing that bow seems to really have has stopped him up as far as progression-wise. Although there was no progression on Eastern, he's kind of needs to finish a couple dungeons here. Yeah,
he can clear out Thiefstone. He needs to mirror on the pyramid for his bow, and I think there was a big key up there.
Yeah, Agatower was also up there too.
And Agatower as well. He needs to mirror up there. So otherwise he's not too far behind. My epic key was just on blind, so we'll be getting that basically on the way.
Yeah, unfortunately, Pet is dead, which is ironic because this seed has been nothing but troll. So I'm surprised it's not a Pet seed. It is an Aga 1 seed for sure. Not quite sure if it's Ganon's Tower. And of course, we still have an item location behind GT. which is our, I believe it's the Lost Woods Thief. If I
The
remember
lumberjack.
correctly. Lumberjack, yeah. It's just one item, but
There he
at this
goes.
point, we just need one item.
There he goes.
Finally,
Hey,
he's going to be happy
mirroring.
to see that bow.
Yeah. That is really good for him. We'll also obviously find Agatawa right here. And just clear it since he'll be back in the same spot.
Prior remembering he needed that key off of the mini helms.
Wake. That shouldn't matter. Unless we find the flute up here. And the boots are in... No, Maya Main was garbage, I believe. So it shouldn't matter.
That would be the way this seed would go. That you're going to get flute off Lumberjack and then have to go to the Mire area to get your boots.
Pretty much. So one more chest. Just 10 arrows.
Oh. All our hopes are on this Lumberjack now.
Yeah. So we know that Guay will have to go back into GT and do the right side for his hammer. See, like there's no other way for him to get it. So that kind of hurts.
Yeah, and unfortunately he has so many palaces he can finish now that might take him a while to get back there.
Yeah. He might be able to skip the climb though, if he finds boots somewhere else. We do not know where Pod B Key is, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, no, I don't believe either runner has had a clue and or found it, so...
But that should just be one check, since it's just Helma's item. The Hasrella should be nothing bad instead. So... we should be good in that regard.
And what is there?
Aww.
Just a compass! Oh my!
The illusion that you don't need to climb was real. But then again, with 5 items you just can't not do it.
Joel91, thanks so much for the sub to Speed Gaming. Nope. Zelda speedruns. Sorry.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah, I was looking at my Discord, making sure I wasn't missing anything. And of course, that's what I was looking at right when I said it. Sorry. Listen, this is my first time commentating, so we're gonna have to make some leniency for my mistakes.
priER now going for Trinex since he has found Tarlock keys now. Should give him his 6th crystal. He just needs to find Ice Palace for 7, which is easily accessible to him.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he didn't mark off that check by accident, because that happens.
Yeah.
And it can be devastating.
Like, they've got 3 connectors right next to it. I think they just never thought about it after they found the glove, so... yeah. Where are those boots though? That's the big question now. This might... I think this is the first time I've seen a seed that actually had the possibility to require entering the entrance that's in Ganon's tower. Since it's one of those where you need something to get to Ganon, it's himself.
Yeah,
I don't know if we have anything left that even could be in there, but... Let's see. I'm expecting Guay to go to Eastern and Thieves pretty soon. Since that's, yeah, Eastern and Thieves Town, since that's just 2 dungeons you can complete. Not sure if he knows if they are crystals, but you just gotta do them at this point. If you haven't found the maps by now, you just have to. Looks like prieR's walking over to Kek. There is the Mimic Cave in here. So we might be seeing those boots, maybe? Yeah. I haven't had a seat like that personally yet, so this is the first time it can even happen. No, he's not going for Mimic. Going into the Dark World. He might be onto the Ice Palace location, maybe?
Possibly. I think he knows the roundabout area.
Yeah. I mean, there are way faster ways for him to get there, but maybe he just doesn't remember any of them.
The hardest part is trying to think, oh, he's going to check this entrance really quick. Is trying to remember where you've checked and haven't checked. Spike Cave. Being blocked by the hammer as well.
Kind of good.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't need to keep track of it early on. Just out of your mind. Ether shouldn't be relevant either. We know what's in the Turtle Rock entrance, it's just our old man. What is the seed? IP is the lower side of Bumper Ledge. Just locked behind the glove. And we finally see Thieves Town for Guay.
Yeah, he's definitely not
This is
gonna.
the first time he's been in here even. I thought he has gotten the first 4, but that was where half magic was. Damn.
Yeah, he got the hint that he doesn't need to worry about having the hammer in this, so that probably makes him feel a little more comfortable doing it.
Another hammerlock check on prieR's end now. Back caves.
Yeah, I definitely think.
Oh!
Sahashla!
Hello. Is it gonna be vanilla or French vanilla? Ape? Flute?
Flute!
Oh god. Off to Maya area we go.
This might put him further away from finding IP if he's gonna follow that flute.
I'm surprised he isn't checking Mimic Cave. That's right here in the Light World. Because if the boots are just sitting there, then yeah. He just played himself.
No, he does not, because he does not have that hammer yet. He needs to go to Ganon's Tower and do Ice Armos. Head towards Ice Armos, at least it's in Bob's room. In Bob's chest.
No, there's 3 different shields.
Yeah, the shields are progressive.
No matter in which order you find them in, they'll always go from blue to red.
Boots!
There they are.
There they are.
So we didn't need the flute after all. That's what I was saying. If he didn't check this room, that could have been bad for him. But also hammerlocked.
Oh, he's fluting away. He doesn't know where IP is. Oh,
God.
no.
No, he's searching. Yep, he doesn't know for sure. IP lower Bumper Ledge, Dark World, Northwest.
And it's been accessible for
Ages.
Yeah, about an hour and 15 minutes, if not more.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Whew. So he's gonna waste
This
some
is when
time here.
it's hard to watch a race where you know where the entrance is and it's so
Yeah.
accessible. Like, you just want to be like, no, you're going the wrong way.
And
Oh.
again, he's making the race closer.
Yeah, definitely giving Guay some help here. But I don't know. It might be a little too late at this point.
Yeah, it is hammerlocked. They were hammerlocked. The Mimic Cave is locked by the hammer, since you can't get past the little nubbles in there. Broken pencils are pointless. Thank you, Blind.
Wow, that hammer certainly blocked a lot of things. The boots, the flute, everything
Yeah.
that would have made navigating a little bit more easier.
No mobility up. Oh yeah, prieR doesn't need items, he's just checking entrances, right? I was wondering why he left Graveyard Ledge behind. I'm a dummy.
Yeah, he is in go mode and he has no idea where IP is. Oh my.
Meyer big for Guay. So now he can clear Eastern and Meyer on his end. Yeah, prieR is just looking for locations and he's opened up a few now.
Yeah,
all the boot spots.
it's definitely better to be searching for a location versus looking for an item because he knows he doesn't have to go back into any of the other dungeons. So it's definitely just finding that spot. So he's in a little bit better shape than anything else.
Yep.
Yes, I am definitely having some deja vu with the last dungeons.
On his way to Bonkrocks, presumably.
Go up, go up, go up. There you go. No.
Ah, he needs to be in the Dark World.
Yeah. But I just want him to see it. Just take a look at it. Check that location.
Quick reminder. The pod key for Guay, that's basically irrelevant. I don't think pod had anything for us this time around.
Just a sword upgrade.
Yeah.
Oh wait, wasn't the Thieves' Tom big key in there? In the drop down chest?
Oh yeah, you're right. But that's just behind one key, so all those pod keys for basically nothing.
Yeah.
So where's he going now?
Oh no, he's gonna go check the house. I'm assuming.
That's Bomb Shop.
Oh no, he really doesn't know.
Apparently he doesn't.
But he came out of there.
Yeah,
You should know that.
he came out of there and mirrored. That's what gave him his bow and agate tower.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's gonna be some rage slashes here in a second, I believe.
Whoopsies, I guess.
Looks like Y is heading over to finish Eastern.
Yep.
I'm assuming.
Yep. Yeah, he must have like marked that one off, or I don't know how he's tracking entrances or if he's tracking them at all.
I feel so bad because that's the moment when you go into your last check and it's not there when it just sets in.
What did I miss?
It just sets in.
Link's House, Bonkrocks incoming on light dark side.
Yep, looks like he's doing both.
Could argue to just check the light one first in case it's Ice Palace and then go over in the Dark World, because you're just looking for that one. But obviously this way it's a bit more efficient since we know neither of them will be.
Yeah, and I think in the back of his mind he knows too, and that's kind of where you're just grasping at straws, anything at all that you can that, oh, maybe.
Yeah. He also has King's Tomb open.
I think he went and checked that, I believe.
Oh, he did? I thought he just did Bonkrocks right now.
Maybe. I think he went over and did it.
Okay. It's my shot. Oh, okay. I still hadn't had it marked on my end.
Blue for
And
3.
now he's thinking, uh-oh.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is an awful moment.
He literally just needs to flute
yeah.
to 2, walk in the house, walk out of the other side, and jump down, and he's right there. Oh. Where looks like he's going in the Dark World at least. Meanwhile, Guay clearing out Eastern. That's gonna be his, I think, 4th crystal.
No.
So not.
Oh, he's just filling up his magic. I'm like, no, go back. My God, go back.
Oh, Skyward's big chest is left open for him, I believe. But I
doesn't
don't
need
know why he
items,
wouldn't grab it.
though.
Why he would grab it? Yeah, like, why is he going up here?
No, I
Back-
think he's
Oh, yeah, back of
Oh, he's
Skullwoods.
gonna check the back of Skullwoods.
Yeah, that was a storyteller. We got a hint for that, or a shop, thing like that. He's 5th? Am I? Oh yeah, he's done TR. TR looks almost similar to not being done. My bad. So yeah, the big one for Guay is obviously he has to go back into GT, go through the right side again, just to get back to Bob's Just Nice almost for his hammer, which will unlock the rest of the seed for him. Yeah, and for prieR, it's remembering which entrance you haven't gone in, which is a really hard thing.
Silvers and another sword upgrade were behind Ice Armos in the back 2 chests.
Which Guay, I don't think he'll skip them. He needs boots anyways, even if he finds the hammer, so he should keep going for Ice Armors. Oh, this is always rough.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he might be skimming through his ward, but finding something like that, like an entrance you haven't taken, is almost impossible through ward skimming. Because you can't just look where you went everywhere and didn't go in a cave, instead of just like finding a single spot where you were in a dungeon or something. Yeah, Blue Cane was in Thieves Town in the Maiden chest. Looks like Guay is in the think tank as well. Yeah, he needs to remember that there's more in GT for him left open. You're right. Where did that lead us? Floating Island is where Guay is gonna go. Back to the Maya area for prieR. Yeah, tracking this mode is really hard, so mad respects to our 2 trackers.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's probably what Guay is doing. He's in Wilshire Wildcast here. It's right here in the chat.
Yeah, this is definitely giving Guay a chance to catch up.
Yep. This could still be interesting. Now he's checking items. You have literally every item to make entrances accessible prieR. You don't need any.
He might just be doing it to think, trying to
maybe.
replay.
It can help, I guess. You just run around the world until you see something. But yeah, Toxic Oxygen. This is roughly, like, for newer players, or not as good players as myself, it's usually around 3 hours. For most of these players, if it's not like either a horrible seed or something like this happens where they forget an entrance, it's usually around 2 to 2.5. Like everything below 2 is a very fast seed. And regular Link to the Past randos are usually somewhere between 115 and 130-ish, maybe a bit longer. But yeah, this is probably the most complicated mode that's actually raced.
But it's extremely fun.
Yeah. It's such an amazing giant puzzle that you gotta figure out. Connector at Bumper Ledge is the one from Witch's Hut. So he just needs to flute to 2 and he's right there basically. prieR hasn't found Ice Palace. He's missing basically a single entrance he hasn't opened. Yeah, I don't think inverted cross keys would change much. Since it doesn't really matter, it would just limit the early game since the Dark World has far less entrances available right away. You'd probably find your Pearl way often more early or have to do more bunny shenanigans. I've been saying that for a while, Jopo. I would like if potkeys were randomized as well. That would require a rewrite of the logic, though. Yeah, but pot shuffle is just... it's in a different pot in the same room. It's not just... there could suddenly be, I don't know, arrows under a pot and the key is in the item pool.
Yeah, that really causes problems in pod, though, with that.
Probably, yeah. I don't even want to know how complicated some of the logic would get with that, but yeah. It would make Swamp not suck as much because there's not just one key anymore. But yeah, I don't think that'll happen anytime soon. I don't think there's even interest, to be honest. In the OT rando, we basically have that we have everything randomized. Even freestanding keys. prieR going back to GT, it looks like?
I don't think he left anything in GT.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Oh, the torch small key, but that shouldn't be relevant. I don't know what it's gonna be, but...
I think he's just rechecking
yeah, it's
everything.
just checking entrances.
But I mean, I definitely think Death Mountain is a really good place to start checking when you have to recheck things. There's just so many entrances there, and once you kind of mark those off, it kind of makes everything a little bit easier. Of course, I checked mine 3 times before I finally found Swamp Palace, but we're not going to talk about that.
For some reason, it's always Swamp Palace that people lose. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
I've seen it so many times by now. I'm just a dummy and walk past entrances. I don't think I've mismarked anything yet. I just walk past entrances. Sometimes. Because I'm talking with idiots on Discord or something. Yeah, probably Haiku. You just go in, register, oh, it's a dungeon, I don't have flippers, or there's a big, just go out. And then forget to mark it. In most other dungeons, you just go in and do 1 or 2 chests anyways. Pretty much incoherent, he's just walking around, seeing, did I go in here? Maybe? Let's enter it again. missed that one.
Yeah, once you get a little bit of that tilt in you, it's a little hard to shake it, and then
Yeah.
your motor skills start to get, you know, affected, and it's just hard to think. You just feel like you keep going blank about everything. Keep checking your map, hoping that that crystal for Ice Palace changes to Desert Palace, which we can finish now. You're like, ah, shoot, nope.
Yeah. If you just check something off, either on your tracker or on a spreadsheet, yeah, you're just gonna have to rely on your memory to find that thing.
Currently, prieR is definitely ahead. However, it could take a little while before he finds that entrance that he needs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at any point now he's just going to start from the beginning, which it looks like that's what he's doing now, and just redoing all your checks, because that's really all you can do is just go right back through the beginning of the game, unfortunately. Yeah, I think he definitely knows he hasn't seen it, because he would probably be checking his VOD.
Yeah.
You definitely know if you haven't seen it. Like when I had lost Swamp Palace, I knew I never walked into an entrance that I saw it. So I mean, even checking my VOD wouldn't have helped.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't experienced the issue either, Samimas. It's really weird, and I don't think Emo can narrow it down, really. I think it's something to do with error, though. Like Windows error. What she figured. Just a storyteller.
GT entrance is on Mimic Cave, you mirror. Well, it is in Mimic Cave, yeah.
Yeah, it's Mimic Cave. You need to drop down in Paradox Cave and go out. And then mirror. I think Quay is also having a hard time figuring out, like, where he has left items behind in his case. He's obviously just not looking for a single entrance. He probably knows where GT is. Obviously, he just might not remember that he can go past the right side to get to Ice Almost, because that's not something people usually do. In the regular item render, even if you full clear the basement of GT, you do the right side, mirror out after Compass Room or getting the key, and then do left side to get to Ice Armors. It is very rare that you go through that bridge room in GT unless you're playing this mode. Yeah, prieR is checking all over the world, but sadly in exactly the wrong places. I think he has 3 connectors near the place he wants. He can flute to 2 and go through the connector and jump down. He can just save and quit and go through the back of Old Man and walk over, and he can take the ferry extension cave that's near Lake Hylia.
I think he's just checking block by block, and he'll have this entire south section of the map checked. So then he'll probably move to the middle, recheck Kakariko, Dark Kakariko. He knows it's not in Hyrule Castle area. Pretty sure he knows it's not over in. So he's definitely narrowing it down.
Yeah.
Solid pun.
That emote describes my reaction pretty well.
Yeah, once you kind of get all those really trolly areas to check, like he's checked Death Mountain and Dark Death Mountain, so he's got to know that he's in the general area.
Yeah.
You know, once he gets some of these checks done, I think he's going to be fine. He's going to find it soon.
Yep. The connector that Guay is taking is the one that prieR might want to take.
Yeah, that's exactly where he needs to be.
That puts him right next to it.
This might be it. He might be checking.
Catfish area, yeah. Oh, maybe he'd
Yeah.
go through the witch's hut.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Maybe?
hoping, that he's going to mirror, see that connector, and just take it.
Maybe?
Let's all hope.
Nope.
Now he's going to check the waterfall cave.
Probably, yeah. Oh, God.
I thought that was it when he stopped there. I'm like, oh, he just remembered. And poor Guay seems a little confused here, too.
Yeah, I think he just can't think of any item spots left. That aren't, like, hammerlocked, obviously.
Yeah, but the nice thing is he's kind of bottlenecked. There's nowhere else he can go at this point because he doesn't have the flute, the hammer, or the boots. So he's kind of...
Yeah.
He's going to figure that out pretty quick.
Thing is, Ella Azun, he did ride that GT. He just died on the red heart beetle, or however they call it, in the compass room after opening all the chests. So he didn't grab the key, and he didn't go through to the bridge room and then to Ice Armors. And he might not realize that he has to do that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, prieR.
North. Like mentally willing him to go north.
No! He should know that those were the last entrances he did.
I'm wondering if Guay lost GT.
I don't think so, or I can't imagine. Maybe. Maybe. But then again, I think he might just also not be remembering. Like, right, that GT is a thing. GT is in the Mimic Ledge.
We're getting closer on prieR's side. We're
They
getting there.
Can reach Mimic Ledge by going out of the bottom of Paradox Cave and then mirroring. He's getting there. Should just be a few minutes by now. Oh, please don't stop and float away. Please keep going, prieR. Ah!
I think he's got it.
He should be finding it here. There's the Podby key in the desert right side. Pfft. He found it! Woo!
Very
This should be a
nice.
quick go mode Ice Palace for him. And he's basically right next to Ganon. He just can mirror over and that's it. So he should be done in a few minutes.
Yeah, he's definitely loaded for the Ganon fight, and I believe he still even has a blue potion if he needs to use it.
I mean, he gets the refill from killing Colster, so...
Yeah.
And with his experience, I don't think with butter, half magic, silver arrows, he needs anything.
Pretty much every single item in the game is at his disposal at the moment.
Yeah. I think he might be able to do Ganon blindfolded with this equipment. And Way going back to pot. Oof. Wonder where that desert small key actually is.
Yeah,
Huh. Oh, he realizes
I
he
don't
has
know.
both sides.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's gonna get... Checking that side of desert is really just trolling him even more, because there's really nothing useful he can get here. Yeah, the desert key could very easily be in here
True.
or in swamp.
True. We only saw like 3 checks in here from Guay. So could very well be here.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have checked those chests, then I think he might have put it together that he needed Ganon's tower.
Not quite sure why Guay is potion glitching. He has a bow. Maybe because he wants to preserve arrows? I guess.
Yeah, that was interesting. Of course, he didn't have the bow for quite some time, so he might have forgotten he even has it.
Maybe, yeah. And quick Butter Sword Coaster. Or a piece of heart. And prieR's 7th crystal. I guess it was kind of fortunate for prieR that boots were just behind the hammer, not in Ice Palace. Because that shortened his traversal like by a lot of trying to go through all these entrances again.
Yeah, and still losing Ice Palace and still getting a sub 3 on this trolley seed is pretty... Oh, Desert Bicky! Oh, no! Oh. So they kind of help lock themselves.
Beautiful. But yeah, we're gonna have to ask Guay if he just didn't realize he could do more on the right side of GT, or if he misplaced GT and was just searching for it. But it looks more like he's searching for items and not for a lost entrance, so...
Yeah, I think he's looking for those boots at this point.
Quick double for
Nice
prieR.
set up on Ganon, and GG's to prieR57.
And there's the forfeit from Guay. And sadly, he leaves the IRC as well, so I think, yeah, he might be a bit annoyed by what happened in the seat, understandably. I don't know if prieR usually does interviews. I can ask him though. Yeah, this was a rough seat for Guay. Like
It was a rough seat all around.
I mean, yeah. I can fully understand him.
Yeah, Guay definitely followed the logic and did everything that the seed was telling him to do. It was just that Ganon's tower play that kind of held him up, which he would have been in a very good lead because he definitely found GT a lot sooner than prieR did.
Yeah.
Had he been able to go and do Ice Armos, it would have been a pain in the neck fight, but he definitely would have been set up had he gone that direction.
Agreed. Like, they were very close during the mid game, so...
Yeah, it was a very good race.
If we're ready for prie's atrocious English. I don't know if he's in the server.
Yeah, Scary Olive. I think if he would have got that hammer, I think it would have definitely been a much bigger result because he definitely found Ice Palace, whereas prieR lost it, which that always feels so terrible. I think he definitely would have had himself set up very well had he gone.
Yeah, the only thing that otherwise held him up was pretty much waiting to mirror on top of the pyramid for quite a while, which didn't give him his bow and thieves down big key, and therefore Maya big key. But otherwise he was looking pretty close. Just that hammer. Looks like prieR will be joining us shortly. Yeah, I think half an hour is about right.
Hey, Guay, GG's. It was a very good race. It was a very, very trolly seed. But GG's to you. Very well played.
GG's, dude. There's prieR. Think I can drag him? Hey prieR, GG's.
Yeah, thanks. Hello.
Hello, GG's.
So that was quite the seed. Did you just mark off that entrance when you were looking for ice, or?
It took me forever to find that Ice Palace entrance.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I came there once before. So I looked up everywhere to find that, and
Yeah, I think you guys were in that area very early on, and then later, basically, never again. Like you had a few connectors over there, but you just never had a reason to go back to them.
yeah, exactly. There were connectors everywhere. You could go almost everywhere except Meyer Shed, except in Meyer Shed and maybe some other places. But it was pretty open. So yeah, it's pretty normal. I didn't think to came back there.
Yeah. Also, that hammer spot was quite something. That's what held up Guay for the most part, I'd say.
Excuse me, what did it miss?
The hammer. He did right side GT, but didn't go further to ice armors, so he never found his hammer.
Ouch.
Yeah. Otherwise, it was very close early on, so was a good watch. Just the end was like hard to watch, like wishing you to find ice, wishing him to find the hammer. That was a rough watch.
Yeah, I think it took me almost 20 minutes to find
something like that, yeah. I think you had
So,
Gomo at like 2:15 or something.
Yes. I don't know. I think I didn't came there once before. I don't think so.
Yeah. Just got spit out there early on and then never again.
Yeah, I must have leaded straight to Skullwoods, I think.
Yeah, I think you went Skullwoods early and maybe sometime Village of Outcasts after, and then never again up there. Any other swords on the seed? Like anything else that stood out?
Yeah, but the seed wasn't that bad, I think. It gave you all the maps you needed to find your crystals, and no, excepting that Ganon's tower. I don't even remember. Is
Mirror
Death
Ledge.
Mountain?
Mimic
Yeah,
Ledge.
you had to go through.
Through Paradox
Uh,
Bottom, yeah. I think
yeah,
that took both of you quite a while to find.
yeah. I think at that point that was my last location reachable. I think.
Yeah.
And when I found flute plus boots,
Yeah.
I searched everywhere to find that ice palace, but no, that was
Yep.
unlocked behind either flute or boots.
Yeah, just needed the hammer to get the boots to get to Ganon. Nothing else. And I guess for Ice
Yeah,
Palace, but
yeah, you needed the boots.
just for Ganon.
Yes.
So yeah, next round for you is, I believe, Top Life, who is in chat. So that's gonna be a good matchup.
I
At least he
never
was
played.
earlier.
I never played against him or her. I don't know his gender.
There he is. Or I think he.
I don't know what to expect. It will be interesting, I think.
Yeah, our number 17 seed, Top Life.
Yeah, I know he had some good results in the qualifiers, so
Yeah,
we'll see.
should be a fun watch.
I have to do a lot better. Not searching everywhere to find that
Yeah.
ice palace. So
I mean, if you didn't misplace Ice Palace, this was a pretty good time. Just you
yeah.
searched quite a long while for that one, so.
So well, I know I can do better. So I will give my best shot to try to compete with Top Life, and we'll see.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks.
Yes, good luck and GG's, and we look forward to seeing your next race.
Now I hope Therese is here to plug what else is going on. Because I have no clue.
I do not either.
Maybe I can find a schedule. And I think he needs to turn off the stream anyways afterwards, so. Let me see what else we got going today. I'm on the right day? I think I'm on the right day. Do we not have any more races going on today? Huh. Oh, I guess,
I believe
yeah.
there's some tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Alazun was chemo at, what is it? I think 9 Eastern? Yeah, looks like 9 Eastern.
That's going to be such a good race. I love watching these cross keys races. They're just so interesting and so divergent and just so exciting. So I hope everybody tunes in.
Thank you, Lost. Yeah, so we got wait, yeah, this is the one way currently. We got Plasma Kappa versus RD Walsh at 8 Eastern. We got Alazun versus Chemo at 9 Eastern, and F Coughlin, FC, I just know him as FC, versus Fibrace Ninja at 9:30. So a bunch tonight. I think most of those are on the CSR channels, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, look forward to those. And I think that's it from us.
Yes, it is. So thanks everybody for tuning in. GG's to our runners and thank you to our trackers. Everything was great. And thanks everyone for supporting the community.
Yeah, thanks for commenting, and thanks to Tracker, Zelda Speedruns who host us for the tournament. So thank you.
Thanks for the good race. Bye bye.
See ya.